fourth Monday. Uh-oh. Hang on 2 seconds. Apparently, he can only hear me. There is... Oh, no. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix this.
Yeah. No,
Cat!
there's never any glitches. I've never had one glitch. This is a glitchless show. This is the least number of glitches.
Mhm.
0 glitches, negative
We're a
200
perfect
glitches.
show
We
that
have
never has issues.
Expected
All right,
everything
Notorious.
by now.
How we doing? I think I got it. We'll see if my
There's no
cousin
glitches
Never
in
had a
Gospel
glitch
today.
ever in our entire duration of this entire stream.
Oh yeah. Okay, we gotta start over. Sorry, boo.
No.
So as I was saying, this show never glitches. Ever. It's never glitched.
Yeah, no, we're perfect here.
There's no evidence of any glitches. Anybody who says this show has ever glitched is a liar.
Exactly.
I am KJ Potiff.
There is no more bossing say.
I am your sinless dungeon master. Let's meet our lovely cast of players. Jay, we'll start with you again.
I'm Jay. I play the absolutely adorable Squirrel Warlock who is just gonna survive today, right? Gonna survive today. And I don't know. Should I say my squirrel fact again?
Yes,
Yes,
nobody
yes,
heard it.
Yes.
yeah, no
I
one
have
heard
to
it.
say no one heard it because it was only in inside my head and we never glitched. Okay, squirrel fact of the day, guys. As we are surrounded by wolves at this moment, remember, squirrels very tricky, very smart, lots of ways to elude our predators. However, the predator that we have to worry about the most, of course, are humans.
That just made me
So that's
think
your
of
squirrel fact.
the enemy of the platypus is man. And then you build a giant robot man named Norm to deal with the problem.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's say hi to Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I play Ada, the Tusk Warlock, and she has some cleric levels, and she really tries to help. And
You're not a warlock, though.
did I say warlock? My God,
Yep.
wizard. I've talked to so many people all day long. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
Move
It is all
on.
Join
good.
the dark side.
Move
Join.
Yep. Wizard cleric, multi-class. Nick.
Every
Studying
other
is stupid.
spellcaster.
I'm Nick, and I play Cole, the Grim Fighter. That's it.
Great.
Joanna.
I'm Mocher. I'm apparently going through puberty. The Wicker Barbarian. It's definitely fourth Monday, man.
Happy
I'm
fourth
feeling
Monday.
this. Happy fourth Monday, everybody. Let's get through this. Tomorrow's Friday. We can do this.
Yep. And Devil.
Hi, I'm the sick devil that is just here. I play Northra, the Tiefling Ranger.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, everyone. It is so good to be back. We had to take a week off, but we are back at it and right in the thick of it as always. I feel like that's pretty par for the course here. Is just right in the middle of a big, huge mess. But before we get to that, let's just reestablish some base realities of our setting. The story, Ink of Fate, is set in the world of Grimnir. This whole adventure comes from the Arcanum Worlds module, Raiders of the Serpent Sea. It's a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition module. We're not playing by the new rules yet, but that may change in the future. We'll let you know. I don't know yet. Excuse me. I have not had enough time to review the rules yet, so I do not feel confident running with it yet. But we might have some chances to play around with it later. We'll see. So, Grimnir is a very cold, unforgiving land inspired by Norse mythology, but not necessarily historically accurate to the Norse mythology and history of Vikings. The cultures of Grimnir consist of numerous competing raiding clans that all invade and raid each other for honor, glory, and the opportunity to ascend to the halls of the slain. They all worship the gods of the Stone Court, who are the heroes of legend from centuries ago. Grimnir is currently in its 3rd straight year of winter for unknown reasons, and our heroes are enmeshed in that somehow. Their destinies are important somehow. They all have in the culture of the people of Grimnir, everybody gets tattoos when they come of age, and throughout the rest of their life that that are meant to guide them towards their destiny and their fate. So our heroes have started to get some little hints about what the future might hold for them. But right now, we are very much concerned with the present. So, at present, these raiders are very, very far from the ocean. Real quick, before I get into the recap, I did want to establish something just because there's been a lot of political stuff, and I don't want to be ambiguous about this. So there are some people that have Viking aesthetic tattoos based on Norse mythology, based on Norse symbology and runes and symbols. We purposefully do not affiliate with those groups because they spout racist ideologies. They're all so if anybody who has a Viking tattoo in real life is usually a white supremacist. We do not support or affiliate with any of these groups. We are very much against them. So if you ever so we are emphatically very much against those groups. I just want to make sure it's on the record that we don't affiliate with those. None of us have Viking tattoos in real life. As much as we talk about it in story, as much as it makes for a fun plot device, none of us want to be mistaken for anybody like that. So please be anti-racist and anti-white supremacy, because yeah, this is I was gonna say America, but not all of us are in America. This is the world. We care about people in the world. So,
Yay, Canada!
I'm gonna cough for a minute. Give me a second.
Cough, cough.
I am still getting over the flu, so please be patient with me. If I randomly just look like I'm hacking up a lung and you don't hear anything, it's usually
Because you
That is
clearly
why
are.
my camera
So-
is off today.
yes.
This food poisoning is horrible.
Yeah. All right. So recap. Back into the story of these lovely, lovely Viking raiders. So the party has been on a trip to a fortress called Rockpike. Rockpike is the home of a Baindor settlement. Now, Baindor are not raiders. Baindor are kind of separate. They're kind of flavored a bit more like mainland Europe. So maybe a little bit more like Germanic, French, that kind of region, and less like Nordic. But they're headed to this fortress for a number of reasons. One, they need to have a little talk with King Senric, who is possibly a relative of Ada, the wizard cleric of the party.
Not a warlock.
Whose origins are very intricate and very complicated, but possibly we might be able to unravel some of those threads a little bit if we get to talk to King Senric and get some information from him. Another big thing going on is the Whar clan, the clan that Northra originally came from back when she was mortal, is invading Rockpike Fortress. They are currently raiding. They've already dealt some very scary damage to some nearby farming settlements and some of the elite soldiers, the Snow Cloaks, King Senric's elite soldier force. The party did find one Snowcloak survivor, a woman named Lan, Baindor soldier. Patched her up a little bit, brought her with you. And so now you're in a very difficult situation because between you and a very important conversation with King Senric, you have the Whar clan, who you all have directly confronted, addressed, encountered, with under the pretense that Lan is your Baindor prisoner, and you're curious about the Valkyrie. You've heard rumors that King Senric has a Valkyrie in his possession. What's that all about? We're just curious about a rumor. We have
We
no
come
other
all this
business.
way.
Mhm.
Right into a
Just to
war
see
zone,
Valkyrie.
several days
Mhm.
journey
Of
inland.
course.
Um,
And they ate it up.
so
They did.
aided enough to bring you to their leader.
The guards did at least. We'll see if the leader does.
Yeah. Yes. Very successful deception check on the part of Odrun. We will see how we do going into. Yeah.
I have ideas. We'll see.
Let's see. I need
And Hap is extremely invisible.
different.
And
Half
hidden.
is invisible.
Yes.
Our silver tongue is invisible.
I need aesthetic.
I mean, I didn't
need
realize that you would
vibes.
take the
What
silver
vibes do I
tongue
need?
approach.
It's very impressive. Give me
It's
2 seconds. I need to I did not plan out what music I wanted ahead of time, and now I'm debating things.
Just as a reminder, the silver tongue approach was taken by somebody who's really good at the whacking approach.
The whacking approach.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. What can I say?
Blew mine too, quite frankly. I did not expect it to work.
It went
All right.
very well.
So
It really
let
did.
me get
For now.
Athels back on screen here. Oh my gosh, I forgot this music has that random beat that just pounds in there.
Love that.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, doesn't she have a giant white wolf? Is that where we ended?
She does.
Yes. Yes, she does.
Oh, yeah, she's very cool.
She's very badass.
Yeah.
No.
So,
This is terrible. What? That thing's ugly. Ugly, weird thing. How dare you?
Objectively.
Thank you.
She's
all right,
objectively
so-
not really, but
Yes.
Ugh, you
Alright.
guys are weird. Why am I traveling with you guys? How dare you call that
Because
thing
we're human.
cool?
It's
well,
us,
okay,
not the party.
but oh god, there is
Neither of
so
us actually.
before we get to that discussion though of directly confronting Athels, we need to get one party member caught up. So we have Northra. Northra has been taking care of a crew member, Egil, while she's been sick. So Northra was not with the group when they ascended to the peaks as this happened. So Northra, for about 2 days or so, you've been kind of monitoring Egil, getting her water, kind of nursing her back to health. She's on the mend now, but she definitely needed some attention for a while, and she was very grateful for your help. But it's while she's finally resting and you have a moment to kind of take a breather, that you hear very fast, not footsteps, it sounds like a gallop in the distance. Not like horses, but there's something galloping through the snow very quickly towards you.
Well, me and Buddy are getting ready.
Okay. You bring your wolf out with you, your young growing wolf. Um, you see in the distance uh, Siobhan riding on Cotter very, very quickly, her wicker chair, um, galloping on her chair very quickly towards you. It also seems like Cotter has developed kind of a harness to like encase her so that they're able to move much more quickly. Um, Siobhan is not out of breath because she's mostly just been sitting. It's not like she's been running or anything. Um, but she says, you have to catch up with the rest of the group. They need you.
Well, I guess we got a mission there, Buddy. Let's go.
What, you just bully me like that? I thought I was gonna have to push harder. Anyway, just go.
Well, if someone comes running back for me, and it's only been 2 days, I assume something's going on.
Yeah. Alright. Alright. Get moving. It's right down, I think they went up a trail that way. But just take a couple switchbacks and you should catch up to them pretty quick.
Okay. And if I get lost, it's on you.
Oh, very much not. It is very much on you. um, she says, go, I'll keep an eye on Egil here.
Thank you.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
I can't access. Can I use my dice? I can't access the website right now.
Do you have a physical die?
Yeah, I got physical die. I just have to find them.
Okay.
They're only sitting right next to my dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, if it would take a few minutes to set up, don't worry about it. Like, we can just... I can enter it in D20, or in roll 20 if you want.
I got a natural 20, apparently. I was going to ask
Okay.
but that was a natural 20. I like this dice now.
Nat 20. There you go. Alright. You, make very good time. You're making your way across rickety wooden bridges, across windy canyons, that straddle a narrow winding river. You're going across switchbacks. You're traveling for a couple of hours. You finally make your way along one final switchback, uh, and you very soon find yourself on a level plateau finally. Um, and a ways ahead, you see an encampment with several columns of smoke coming from campfires. And because you rolled a nat 20 and got here so efficiently, you actually see your party members flanked by raiders with black and white face paint, war paint, making their way into the camp. Nobody seems to be actively fighting right now. But you immediately recognize that this is a camp of war raiders. Happy
Great.
you see Northra and her wolf.
Cool. Wait, I see them and nobody else does?
They are kind of a little bit too far ahead. I feel like just because you were like lagging, and yeah, I just think it makes sense that you saw them. Because nobody else would have a chance to really like turn around if they wanted to investigate something. So,
I'm just gonna note that.
okay.
I'm still trying to
Northred, do you rejoin the group or do you try to sneak closer or do something else?
I'll go rejoin the group.
Okay. All right. Real quick, Ada, did we say if you look human or tuss right now?
I look human right now.
Okay. Okay. So.
Pat loves it.
Oh, I adore human Ada so much.
So, as you all are walking into the encampment, Athel's, with snow drifting into her hair, she turns around to face you, um, kind of petting her ginormous white wolf as she turns. Her wolf is roughly the size of a horse. Northra's wolf is like the size of like a decent sized dog. This one is like horse sized. So it's like taller than several of you.
I'm
She
jealous.
turns around. Yeah, it's like this is a big creature of muscle and snarling teeth, um, with very piercing eyes. Athos turns to you all. And who are all of you?
Well, just a group of adventurers who heard a bit of a story about a Valkyrie and decided to take a detour. Come see what
They
it's
said
about.
they had a prisoner. They said they had a prisoner here. There's some Baindor.
Indeed,
You
this
have a prisoner?
Yes, yes, left over from some of your guys' Sandry work, from what I understand.
Yes, we did leave a survivor, though our intention was for her to relay a message back to her superiors. I suppose she hasn't done that yet.
Oh, not yet. She was gonna sneak us in.
Lan kind of like looks at you a little bit and like, but says nothing.
Just not obviously, but
Right. Whom do you serve?
nobody really.
What
That's a-
clan?
What clan? All of us came from all over. We're all from nowhere, really.
And what? So a couple of Varang just wander their way up here with a Baindor prisoner and curiosity about Valkyrie so far from the sea. Not a ship in sight. What interest do you have with the Baindor to go so far inland?
I mean, like I said, at least for me, it's pure curiosity, and I didn't really have much better to do. These days, raiding gets more and more dangerous, and I just wanted to see what else was out there.
Roll a deception check.
Is there any way that we could help?
Only if you're doing anything
You
like
got this.
verbally or physically to assist.
Nodding along.
I,
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah,
speaking
I think
for
Cole's.
myself. I mean, really, Odruni really is telling the truth here. There's
Yeah,
It was from
I-
nowhere.
You got bored with reading and you wanted to see what's out there.
reading. What? Raiding.
Raiding.
Did
Ra-
you say
okay.
reading?
You did say reading, I think. But no, I got bored with raiding. Oh, Drew never raided much in the first
Raiding.
place.
That makes a lot more sense. Like, I thought you were like, I was bored with reading. It's like, what?
Raiding.
Raiding
Raiding
makes
a
is
lot
getting
more
more and
sense.
more dangerous, is what I said. Raiding's getting more and more
Okay.
dangerous, and I
Got
wanted
it.
to see what else was out there.
Especially a captured
Okay.
Valkyrie.
I still need a deception check because it is not the full truth.
Ah,
And she's very discerning.
of course she is.
Okay. That's wow.
Oh my
That was a
gosh.
big influence on your life. I
Whar.
mean, I'm gonna take
Wow.
full credit somehow for this. Unless you had failed, then I would have taken no credit at all. I'm gonna somehow make this all about
This is
me.
remarkable.
Obviously.
You're telling me.
However, how did I do?
She, the corner of her mouth turns up a little bit. Um, she almost chuckles a little bit, and she says, perhaps we could... Before we discuss anything further, I would like to request that you release your prisoner. A deal's a deal, after all. We did leave her alive for a reason, and I'd be remiss to keep her in such a perilous state.
Well, she's our ticket in. Don't you maybe need some help getting in there?
I have other options that I'd be happy to discuss with you after she is released.
Alright. Sounds good. Then gonna turn to Lan and just go, run now, run fast.
She's looking back and forth between you all and Athels, and she takes a few slow steps back, and then hard pivots and stalks away towards the city. Wonderful. Now, I believe we have an opportunity for a mutually beneficial relationship, though I do have one more thing I need to be sure of. Uh, my wolf here is an excellent judge of character. And she pets her for a minute. She seems to like you. I believe that we can... How did you get that? She looks at Northra and looks at your wolf.
Just showed up one day.
Just only a member of the Whar clan can earn the service of a wolf.
Well, I guess not anymore.
It's... If you've stolen that from one of our people, then you will be in great trouble, for only someone who is chosen by hell and
I don't
serves her.
steal. Sorry. No. I'd rather kill and brutalize instead of stealing.
If it helps at all of us were just as surprised when the wolf showed up, and she was with us the whole time. Wolf just kind of appeared.
And technically, do you have to be in a specific clan to serve a specific god? Is that a rule?
That's fair.
You can have your own personal relationship, don't you think?
What is your name, wolf owner?
Northra.
Northra. Do you serve hell?
She will kind of lean forward with her arms crossed. I serve who I please.
I'm afraid I'm going to need a more direct answer to this question.
I don't serve hell directly. But, you know, I've dabbled in it in the past.
I need you to roll. This can be either deception or persuasion.
Well, since it's all truth, I think persuasion. I don't know my modifier, so.
Okay.
Hey, that's not bad. That's 16.
16. Okay. So hell seems to have chosen you as well. Um, Everybody make an insight check.
Can I have a Karn help me make an insight check?
Not on this one.
Oh.
Wait, Wolf, help
What's
me! I
going
got
on
7.
inside? This is just what's
I
going
didn't
on inside
actually
your
guide
brain.
myself, so ignore that +1. I am not casting spells right now.
I find it funny. I roll good persuasion, but then I got a 7 here.
All good, dude. I went from a
Got
20
low
to a
dice.
5, so I'm
Feel
good
like
right
Hey,
now.
I was just rolling randomly while you guys are talking. I got an natural 20 and then a natural 1, and I'm just like, well, I'm glad those aren't legit.
And Nick, yours is not advantage, right? You have the
Oh
12.
my gosh, sorry. I didn't mean to
No,
be
you're good.
advantage, my bad.
No, all good.
Might
Okay,
be 10 feet
so-
away or not. It's just kind of hard to tell on this map because, like, I would go up a very tall pole, or I would stay nearby. I would do a lot of things. So this is making me question some things.
Um, yeah, in this case, it's all good either way. Hap, um, and Ada, you notice that Athel seems surprised, but she seems convinced that a wolf has chosen someone not of the Whar clan. Um, but she seems perturbed by that. Well, I suppose more wolves on our side is even more of a sign that working with you would be a boon to our clan. Would you like to assist us in our efforts to make use of the Baindor's riches?
So is that all you're raiding them for? Is just the riches?
Well, not directly. Um, have you heard of the Whar clan before meeting us?
I
A
mean,
lot.
I knew.
A lot.
Well, we knew that we'd been hearing a lot about all of a sudden these wolves popping up, and wolves were always associated with the war, apparently now at least, not always in the past, but
I know so much about that clan.
are you saying
And
that
what have
out
you
loud or
heard?
in your head?
No, that's out loud.
Oh,
Amazing.
And what do you know of our clan's history?
Well, you guys disappeared a long time ago and are very much assholes.
Most important
Is that
things.
so? We used to be cavaliers, horse riders. Legends say that even the Sleipnir had chosen some of ours as their riders. And yes, Hel was and has always been our patron. The other clans give her their proper obeisance and respect, though we were the only ones that built proper shrines to her. After our clan fell into disrepair, we lost our prestige, our power, our glory.
I know a lot about that.
Well, a few months ago, uh, my wolf appeared, came out of the woods, and shared her dreams with me. Jay, were you trying to say something? Or are you on mute?
No, sorry. I'm just like, it only took months for that thing to get that huge.
I
This
know,
is
that's
just
what I was
real
thinking.
half reaction. Just to be like, months? That's how fast this monstrosity grows? This is real half in the background. Be like,
I love that that's your takeaway from this.
Invisible freaking out.
Literally, I was thinking
yeah.
at that
I was
point,
like,
but
My
you
way
just
is I'm
killed
a
me
big
before.
wolf.
anyway, real half reaction right here.
She shared her dreams with me and provided us with opportunities to restore our clan to its former glory. If we were to conquer a Baindor settlement, especially one as well fortified as this one, we would be welcome with open arms at Drift Hall for the gathering.
According to who?
We would have earned our place.
By attacking a bunch of people who aren't raiders?
I mean,
Oh,
the raiders
Baindors
do
have
love to
always
attack
been
the
in there.
Vander.
And they've certainly had their own attacks against other raider settlements. But hell guided us here. So it seems you want an audience with the Baindor. We want to conquer them. It's not like we're going to be absolutely vicious about it. We don't want to destroy anyone's livelihoods. But if we at least depose the king, puts us in power, puts his subjects under our sovereignty, earns us the glory to be amongst the main clans again.
Would keeping it be awfully hard? You're a little far away from oceans, anything like that?
Well, we brought actually a good number of our own settlers here. We were hoping to properly colonize the area, and the Baindor are not exactly a cohesive culture. They have their own scattered settlements. They are very unlikely to pique the interest of anybody who would be interested in reclaiming it.
What do you know of this Vander king?
Not much. His family has been in power in this region for generations of Baindor. Um, I don't know what to make of rumors of him having a Valkyrie in his possession, but if so, it is a dishonor and an insult to all raiders, if that were the case.
Hey,
He
KJ.
has... Yeah.
Just to add a little chaos. Can I send a card off to go steal things? While everyone's distracted by this conversation?
Have a Karn make a stealth check with advantage. Where's a Karn looking? Like in the tents?
Like a leader's tent, something interesting handhold, something that they could grab and turn out invisible with them. Something interesting. I don't know, giant map, battle plans, shiny rocks.
Tell a Karn to find anything with writing. That would be a great idea, says Ada Never.
Her personal journal where she admits her crush to like this other were person. I don't know. Just like I'm sitting here, we're all very focused. One giant wolf, one tiny baby wolf. Stealth check. What is that? Dex? Oh no, wait.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. I don't need that. Got that one. We got. Did I roll it twice or did I roll it once?
I think you rolled it twice.
Oh, oops!
But
I didn't realize I was already at advantage. But anyway, that's a shame that I did not get
That's
that
okay.
fourth roll. There you go.
No, all good.
Also, they're invisible. So.
Yeah.
We're just little buddies.
Okay.
I find interesting. Maybe the biggest tent or
Alright.
something.
In the biggest tent. Okay.
Well, the
Um,
biggest tent isn't like a giant mess hall. Like the biggest single person leader with it. Ooh, look for
Yeah.
white fur. Lots of white fur everywhere. You know how wolves are. They're just shedding all over the place. I'm sure we can find the leader's tent. No problem.
We have established that a Karn's extremely literal.
Oh yeah.
True.
Oh shit. Okay. A card. Card buddy. I need to find something useful. Please. Something useful or interesting. Like battle plans, secret journals, ancient magical artifacts, the walkie-talkie to hell herself, whatever. But something I would be proud of you for finding. Please.
Oh goodness.
I love this so much.
It's just inside Hap's head to a Karn.
I love it.
All right.
Karn, buddy,
So-
I love you. Anyway,
All right.
continue. That's just happening there.
So, all right. Nobody's noticed a Karn. I do need one investigation check from a Karn.
Okay. Come on, buddy. You can't let me down. Investigation. What is that? Intelligence. Oh, okay. Karn, I think we've established, is smarter than me. So, Are you kidding? Buddy! What are
Hilarious.
you doing? I just said you were smarter than me.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. This isn't good.
All right. So, yeah, Karn did not find much. You
This is my life, man.
hear the faint little whisper of a flutter of wing beats coming back towards you, just kind of bobbing through the air. And you hold out your paw, and you feel like 5 silver coins plop down into your hand.
Okay.
So,
Not battle plans.
nope.
Random question. What kind of silver coins are these?
These ones are a mix of Raider coins and Bandor coins.
Huh. Yeah, the Bandor riches is looking a little kind of unimpressive right now, actually. I like to point that out. I wish I was able to talk to Cole right now so I could warn them their riches, so it's kind of meager.
Is there any way Cole could make an insight check to see if she was lying about just wanting to kill the king in the main door?
Sure, go ahead.
Whoops.
You're not sure. She's very intelligent. She's very shrewd. She seems very interested in the well-being of her clan.
In our travels, we've heard of Lutens working with the Bander, being paid off by the Bander for protection in some cases. Do you know of any alliances between them?
I have not heard any rumors of such, no.
Curious.
No, our interest in the Bandor has been recent, mostly just since I've been blessed with the dreams of what efforts would help us. That being said, are you interested in deposing a king? I'll pay you handsomely, of course. You'll get your own fair share of any riches we acquire while raiding. The castle treasury will certainly be open to you, and the armory. And if you help us, I will make every possible effort to get you a conversation. Wait, have you mentioned that you want to speak with King Cedric directly? Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't like saying something that you hadn't mentioned to her yet. If you assist us in deposing him, I will make every effort to keep King Cedric alive in the process.
Is that genuine? Do I think?
I'm
Roll insight.
curious about that too.
Yeah, roll insight.
Can I roll
Very
insight on rich riches.
On who?
Odrin fully believes this.
I rolled an 11 plus whatever my modifier is.
You all believe her.
I want to roll insight on the riches part. Is that okay? If there's riches.
On that part specifically.
Yes. Wow,
So I
guys,
don't know if you can,
we have the same
like,
brain cell.
I'm gonna say it has to be part of that same insight check. That was just the one
Oh.
check for like everything she was just telling you.
Oh, well. I
Uh,
had
but
one brain
priorities.
cell
same thing.
between us all.
You believe her. You believe her.
Okay. I just believe she wasn't capable enough to get any of it yet. That's what I
There you
guess.
go. She just needed a half. That's all she needed.
Not in a Karn, apparently.
Apparently not in a card. She needed a half.
I go off and just like, hey, you guys are fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go.
I mean, personally, I don't really see much of a downside at the moment.
Yeah,
If
you're just floating off in the distance and all
Mostly
goes down.
staring at Ada.
if we assist you, and of course, outside of any battles between the Reindeer, would you guarantee our safety here amongst your people? Assuming that we are genuine as well.
Guarantee? No. I can't do that for any of my people. But I would provide you the same protection and alliance and security that I provide to all the rest of my people.
Is there any war clan members that are around that look familiar? Like we've seen them in the past when they've attacked us? And they might recognize us?
Well, she already gave her
Good
word that we would be
question.
as safe as the rest of her people.
our people were very safe the last time we met them. Normal, but you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
that was on a spud.
Good question.
Is Alvin
Right
here?
now,
Is
I knew that's what you were asking. Alvin, the random war clan member that you interrogated and threw overboard, or that Ada threw
His
overboard.
name, obviously.
Um,
You can totally ask his name. We'll do that.
gosh, is Alvin here?
Roll a D100.
You know what? Why not? Yeah, let me roll for
Love
it.
it.
Yeah. So if I roll, let's say a
Prime number.
prime
sure, sure. If I roll a
Prime
prime
number
number,
is
why not? Okay, so that's a 94. So that's a no.
Oh, you rolled an even number?
Hopefully for the best.
Number.
That was amazing.
So no,
Prime numbers
Alvin
are
is not here.
Help me.
Did we sink the ship that her brother was on?
You
No.
did not.
They got away
Okay.
because they threw him overboard because we killed him.
That's what I was wondering if anybody witnessed us murder him.
I don't think they were close enough to see our faces.
Yeah.
I think everybody who was close enough got killed.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. What was the last thing somebody said out loud? It was her saying she would protect you like one of her own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Under her protection.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
So yeah, you do not see any familiar faces, but it does kind of occur to you in this moment that y'all killed her brother. And she hasn't realized that yet.
Mm-hmm.
So,
We're not important. We're just random Varang.
so that has not come up yet.
We're not saying that.
for now.
Oh,
Anything.
Cole hasn't
Um,
said a word because he's the one that killed him, and he cannot dig that pit.
Yep. It does also remind you of the fact that you all were specifically targeted by her brother Gully. So there's kind of like a little tense moment where you realize she's being honest and very sincere in her offer, as far as you all can tell. Um, so, she says, I'd be willing to swear it in blood. A temporary alliance until the settlement is taken and you have had your conversation.
Modron's kind of looking at Ada, mostly at Ada, but a little bit at Cole as captain too.
And Hap is just wondering if Modron even has blood. This is interesting. Can you swear in blood?
I don't know.
Are you kidding us?
It's really
North or
silly.
no,
Yeah,
that's the deal.
Modron will swear in blood to you.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
I'm making sure no one's like, no, don't want to do this. But as long as no one speaks up, I'll step forward and say, okay.
No, not princess blood. No,
Thank you,
Your
Hap.
Majesty. It's all.
All right. She makes a small cut on the meat of her palm, um, and she offers a dagger for you to do the same, hilt first.
I do the same, not on the viper hand.
Fair. Um, she clasps your hand and she says, if you ally with us in our efforts to conquer and overtake this Baindor settlement at Rockpike, we will do our best to protect you and your allies that are with you right now. And we will make every effort to keep King Senric alive and yours to deal with as you please after he is deposed. Do you take this oath on behalf of yourself and the allies that you have present?
I do.
You feel a tiny little staticky spark in your hand. And the cut seals up.
Cool.
Now, I do want to remind everybody, breaking a blood oath does have consequences. So if you don't want anything bad to happen to Ada, and if you don't want to learn the hard way of what those consequences are, then just be aware of what the dealio is.
Now here's a
That was a
question.
very kind way of saying don't fuck around and find out.
Mhm.
As you
I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying there are natural consequences of things.
I have
I'd say wait till the
several
deal's
rules.
over with and then betray them.
If hypothetically they don't know we have a hidden member nearby, would it count if said invisible member did something?
I don't know.
Does that count?
She said you're allies, but
That you have
Here
it with
present.
you. Here present, yes.
And we're assuming Hap is, Ada in that moment is assuming Hap is present.
Okay, fair. So I guess it depends on what Ada, probably depends on what Ada thinks.
This is a weird way to find out if you really think of me as an ally or not. You go off, I break the
Sorry
pact, nothing
about it.
happens.
Hey, that means I'm good. I'm not an ally.
Ugh.
Oh no. I guess we weren't friends.
No. Hey, no consequences. Why are there no consequences?
I'm insulted that you're not dealing with horrible consequences right now.
Oh, so this would be a great time to like. I'm not gonna actually do this, but to become invisible, tell her we killed our brother, and be like, "So protect us."
No,
For you.
would not be a great time to do that.
This would be really bad.
A druid might turn the smacky on you.
We're not allies, and I can do things without consequences to Ada.
Alright.
Anyway,
Yeah,
back to
Clock's
serious.
just kind of looking around.
Well, shall we get to business?
Let's do it.
We
Where are
shall.
we up to?
Right. She takes you all over to a large log where she's laid out a few scrolls and some small rocks kind of laid out in formations. Um, now, Hap, how long does invisibility last?
Hour?
Didn't
An
you
hour.
say re-up? You re-upped it? Or was that last
No.
time? No, that's
No,
right.
Yeah, so I have a free invisibility that I can use per day. Just for free, just for funsies. Oh right, yeah. So I used since I used it to no, we had a long rest. Sorry, I was thinking it was the same day for some silly reason. No, I believe invisibility lasts for an hour. Yep, up to an hour. So, you know.
Um, so,
Also, why are the battle plans out in full view and a card couldn't find them?
Because
They
the
were right
intelligence check
there!
sucked.
I feel like a card's intelligence check is just, did she understand what Hap was asking?
So, looking at the battle plans in Akarn's defense, I will say it does not look like a scroll or a map. It just looks like pebbles on a log.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Very,
her
very
intelligence is
organized.
probably weird.
Yeah, very organized pebbles, but pebbles. Um,
Then is there
yeah.
like a giant tent or a secret back tent far in the back? Something that looks a little hidden and out of the way that I could just take a stroll along while they look at pebbles on the ground? That blocks my invisibility.
Yeah, they actually have a number of tents that kind of like go a little bit deeper into a little copse of trees.
Ooh, trees.
There are trees.
You didn't tell me about the trees.
there's, there's a good number of trees in a lot of places here.
I
Um,
love it.
I would like
um,
to head in that direction. Thank you.
okay. All right. Um,
Yes, I like to
make an
head in that direction.
investigation check.
Come on. If I'm gonna have an up and down day, I would like this to be an up, please. Come on. Investigation. Oh, come on! That is just an insult to me. Ugh. Screw it. May I use my inspiration, please, to re-roll that?
You may.
If I'm gonna forget to use inspiration, might as well use it. Okay, that's better.
Is there any way Cole could try and like discreetly try and spot where Hap is? Just like know
The
that Hap is
power of
okay.
friendship.
Are there little squirrel footsteps in the snow?
Yeah, is there?
I don't want to be that
roll,
obvious, guys.
roll a perception check.
Okay.
Roll the power of friendship.
And Hap rolls stealth at advantage.
Every time I roll the dice, it's like, this is a chance for me to kill. Okay, that's not bad.
Um, you haven't seen a sign of Hap yet,
Oof. Okay.
so you're not sure exactly where Hap is. Um, uh, yeah, Hap, you find that further back into the trees, that seems to be where they have more of the non-raider like war citizens. They have like some elderly, some younger kids, like not like any babies, but like older, like preteens. Um, so they seem to have kind of gathered in their own separate little area. Um, you find a bit of the terrain that looks a little bit odd. It's kind of a low mound of earth, just kind of on its own, maybe like 10 feet in diameter. Um, but there's lots of snow on it, but parts of it have kind of been cleared away. Um,
It's a giant
the
wolf,
snow has
isn't
been.
it?
It is not a giant wolf.
Oh, thank God.
No, it does seem to be a small, just small hill mound thing. Um, but yeah, it just looks weirdly cleared away, but like not functional. It's not doing anything. Um, you do find a small trinket. Um, it has uh, it's a little necklace that has it's carved out of wood, a little pendant carved of wood on a simple leather string, and the pendant is carved to have three wolves, all chasing each other's tails, kind of in a circle around the edge of it. Um, Other than that, you don't find anything particularly interesting. There's cooking pots. There's basic supplies like flour, like sugar, um, you know, just goods for people who are looking to settle somewhere.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just pick up the little trinket since why not? I am a weird kleptomaniac. And then what is the tallest tree? The best tree, the vantage point with some nice leaves. I would like the best tree.
The best tree.
Um,
I would like the best tree, please. The nicest tree.
you get
No,
a
with the best
you get a
view.
tree. You get a tree very close to where the rest of the party is gathered to discuss war plans.
That sounds like
So,
a great
um,
tree. Does it have like good
you
leaf
just kind of get
coverage?
a
The
whole
best
whole
tree.
squirrel's eye view of the whole interaction.
How high up am I? Very important knowledge.
Um,
A really great tree.
yeah. You're
How high am I?
let's see. You would need to be no more than about 30 or 40 feet up to be able to keep hearing everybody, but it is at least 60 feet tall.
Options. Okay. So, my plan is to basically get in this tree, and I know my invisibility is gonna end at some point, but I would like to stay hidden in this tree when that moment happens.
Understood. Yeah, you
So I'm
do
just gonna
notice that
hold tight.
you're getting
Yeah.
towards the tail end of your time, with the time it took to get into the encampment and look around and discuss things with Athels. Um, yeah. Um,
Yes, I'm
okay,
gonna
so
stay hidden in this tree.
you are nestled in the tree.
Yes.
Meanwhile, down below, the rest of you, with Athels, um, she also seems to have brought in a let's see. One sec. It had a description somewhere. Where is it? I can never find anything in this book. I just need to put that out there.
Well,
This
didn't
book
you say it was
is
ginormous?
it's a ginormous book, and even just like one little section that's about like one thing, it's a lot. Um okay, yeah, she brings over a wait, is it in the important NPCs section? Is that why I can't find anything? Good gravy.
I love
Well,
books.
Gotta love
I
books.
like big books and I cannot lie.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of the worst.
I
My
mean, while this
D&D
is
game,
going
I have
on,
this. I've made up everything in my D&D games. I have not got no books. I have no plans. I just go, and somehow it works.
Love that.
It wouldn't work for me, that's for sure. We'd be ending up in space at some point, and Atlantis in another. It's like, I watched this movie, and I think it's great. We could. Shoot. But yeah.
Okay. I Oh, there it is. Okay, Vana. There we go. Found the name. um. Okay, so Athels brings over another raider. It's a very, very tall, slender woman wearing a helm that has deer antlers coming out of it. She also has a lot of like leafy, woodsy kind of adornments. Um, she introduces her as Vana. Um, she says, "Oh, what are all of your names, by the way?"
See, she almost forgot our names, too. It's not just us.
Does everybody give their like real names?
I'm Ada.
Oh,
Children.
And Northrop.
Don't
Lovely.
forget Buddy.
Well, of course. Um, the wolves are certainly welcome in the discussion.
So now wait, can I
They're
clarify
very
really
attentive
quick?
listeners.
On
Yes.
your wolf, you said that your wolf appeared to you only a few months ago. Did it appear full size, or has it grown? Did it only take a few months to get that big?
Oh yeah, she's grown very quickly. When she approached me, she was only a little at about chest level. Um, she's magnificent, isn't she?
She's fabulous. I'm just wondering if Buddy's gonna grow to be that big.
Yeah,
Looking
Buddy, can
down,
you do
looking
that?
up, looking down, looking up.
Buddy
Buddy's
looks
gonna
up
fit on
and
the boat at that rate. We're gonna need to get him his own tugboat.
yep, he just looks happy to be here. Um,
Anyway,
I'm
continue
gonna
okay,
on
feed
with
you
the
well
well,
plan.
so you can grow that big.
Just wanted to know.
so
But if we had to go
Um,
now, how else you could get a
So,
big bird?
I would like to go over the resources that we have available for infiltrating this. Um, the main threats are, of course, the snow cloaks, which are King Cendric's personal guard. There's also the fortifications themselves. The walls are built from extremely large rock carved directly from the mountain itself. Um, they are uh, over 40 feet tall, um, incredibly thick, very difficult for anything to pierce through. And not really any unguarded weak points either. Um, we have uh, few possible resources and some information we've been able to acquire. Um, One is we suspect that the city reservoir has a grate. We weren't considering this option very strongly unless Vana here was perhaps able to um, transform into something that would be particularly useful. Um, but based on our information, there's um, a small stream. We're not sure how many obstacles are there, um, but you would probably need somebody who could swim and somebody who's very strong to be able to uh, get anybody through there.
Well,
We do have one person who's both of those things.
and I'm also a bit strong and don't really need to breathe, so.
Oh, that's very true. We have two people who would be quite good for this.
Yes, your presence does certainly make this plan more viable. Um,
Nick's over
Jay, you're
there
on
like,
mute. I don't know if you're saying anything.
Hap's not saying anything.
um, um, so, now, that obviously can't get all of us in, but we have also been working on some catapults. Um, we do believe that it would if we are able to buy ourselves enough time. Um, Even with the full frontal attack, we wouldn't be able to surprise them necessarily, but it would get us enough time to take out their main gate and get enough of our forces through fully attack properly. Take away their advantage at least.
So if we were backing up to the stream a little bit, if we were to get in there, are you thinking that'd be part of the plan where we just kind of go and open the gate, let everybody in?
If you think that's something you can do, I mean, it. They certainly don't open the gate for just anybody, and they they do know we're out here. They have been very much made aware of our approach, so they will be very much on their guard against any invaders.
Northrop being kind of annoyed at this, not liking the situation, is probably behind, and just kind of mimicking what she's saying. He's mouthing off.
She ignores that for now. Um,
Northra, is there something else you would prefer to do?
Leave?
We just made a blood oath to help these people. What would we leave and do?
Mm.
Fair. All right. Maybe you could, you know, sit down or something. We don't
I
need
just
to
don't
be
trust these
rude.
people.
There's no need to be rude.
Yes, because this plan is all about not being rude.
Is there any further
anyways,
plans?
those are the assets we have at our disposal. We have knowledge of the stream entrance, and we have the catapults. And of course, we have our wolves.
What exactly are your wolves' capabilities? Like, how, like, heights can they jump? Can they climb? I mean, we really don't know much about these creatures because they're mythical, and we've only had a small one for reference. We haven't had a large one.
Wolves are uh, excellent at teamwork. They uh, work very well alongside their pack, and when working with their pack, their attacks are particularly ferocious. They coordinate very well in groups, especially, and for the purposes of combat, I am her pack.
So, if Odrun and I were to enter through the stream to find a proper opportunity for you to get the catapults ready, would we need to make a distraction?
Well, a distraction certainly wouldn't hurt. Um, in all honesty, we haven't had much of a chance to figure out what we could do with the stream entrance. We were still trying to figure out if it was even an option. So, if you think a distraction would be beneficial, I'm open to it.
Well, it's probably a good idea if people going into the spring go through these gates to try and take it over and open it for us so we don't have to worry about that. But that's just my opinion.
Well, I will warn you, the gate itself is very heavily manned. There's massive force waiting for us at
We
the
have
gate.
archers, right?
And as do they.
Well, all it takes is a few of our archers to distract them while the people that go through the streets
Sneak up behind them and they're not ready.
wood fortified with iron bracework. It's extraordinarily heavy and thick, but we believe a few good hits will break through the whole thing.
Do you have an estimate of how many people man it?
Estimate of what, sorry?
How many people man it?
Of how many people man the catapult? Um, Let me check
gate.
that one
And the
second.
gate, not
Oh, the
catapult.
gate. The gate. Got it. How many people are at the gate?
Mm-hmm.
At any given time.
Let's.
How many do me and Odrone each have to take on?
You funny.
um, the last report we had from our scout was that there were several squads
Oh,
Oh no!
either at or behind the gate or along the walls.
Back
Yep.
up. We heard the last report, and then you froze.
Yeah. Our last scouts reported several archery and snowcloak squads. Um, so if you were to get to the gate controls, you would likely need a distraction.
Do you know if any of the Bando forces or the Snowcloaks have any spellcasters among them?
We have not identified any, though I don't know what the king himself might be capable of.
what kind of spell scrolls do we have?
Ooh, we have a few. Let me
Also, what is Odrune's bee throwing up magic capable of?
Be throwing up magic.
Myself, gust
Oh,
of
we have-
wind.
We have a scroll of sleep.
Bleep.
Give you oops, hang on.
You have to help people of low HP for that one.
That's
Yeah,
infestation. So that's the infestation. It really technically only targets one creature. But we might be
Maybe it
able
doesn't.
to-
Maybe it doesn't have to target a creature. If Cole can find a a narrow opening and use fog cloud, and then Odrune uses infestation, and he can use thaumaturgy to make it sound like a booming voice of an angry god. And locusts flying everywhere isn't always a good sign.
Usually not. The other thought I was having is maybe if you and I were able to make it in through the pond, there's often, at least in some of those old tales, there's often random piles of hay laying around places that could easily be lit on fire.
Would we have means to light it on fire?
Torches exist.
Little flint.
Yeah.
If you want to distract
getting
them,
right
I
out of the
got
water.
an idea to distract the ones at the gate. Use an arrow, send them a note, ask to talk peacefully. Send a small squad up to the front gate. They'll be busy watching the people there and not paying attention to the gate controls. As you guys sneak up, activate it, and the whole army rushes in. Before they have time to realize what happened.
There's several squads. Surely it'd probably only be one person checking.
If they're all going to be watching the gate, we can't really very well operate the gate because that's where they're going to be having whatever talks they're going to have.
The idea is just so they're not watching the gate controls, because once you flip it, you're too late.
That's assuming it's automatic.
I have an idea along these lines. I look at Ethel's.
Mm-hmm.
I am fluent in Banda. I lived my first few years there. I could pretend to be Banda fleeing, looking for sanctuary. Try to get them to open the gate.
It's possible. Although I doubt they'd risk it if any of us were in sight.
Yeah. I don't
How
think that
fast are the wolves?
location likely matters all that much to them.
Especially now that Lan has seen you. That actually was kind of my idea for keeping Lan, was hopefully
Yeah,
she could get the gate
I
open.
thought it would be.
Now wait a second. She did say there was another way in.
Did she?
She said there was a side way in, if I remember correctly. Am I remembering right, KJ? Didn't she say there was a side way?
She implied that she knew a way to get into the city without interacting with the Whar clan.
Ah,
Mm.
never mind.
So I don't know if she specified like secret tunnel or anything like that, but
Secret tunnel.
Through the
Tunnel.
winter.
You know, we could probably mix up a few of these ideas. Sneak in, start some fires through that stream. Well, one is going to the gate, and if the gate is open enough, I'm sure our wolves will be fast enough to get in. With all of that combined, they might be thrown off a little bit. All we need is the gate controls to let the whole army in, or to bust it down, either way.
Could we actually just burn the gate? Is that a possibility?
Well, you know, Mage Hand. You could try to mess with the gate controls without actually being right up by it.
Would they see it?
Don't know.
I doubt the controls are light enough for such magic.
Fair.
Yeah,
But
especially
KJ.
since most would be heavy.
Oh, dang it.
And as far as setting the gate itself on fire, it is very thick and well fortified. Wood like that would take hours to burn up.
Never mind.
I have a question. If I send a Karn like high enough for scouting, could I see where Van went? After we told him to run
Roll a perception check.
for a Karn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a Karn. I need you to like do something for me here.
Also, I just
Are
have a
you
question.
kidding me? A
Ooh.
Karn! You
Ooh.
lazy companion! You are just asleep. You don't give a shit. I wish I understood how you could do that in this interesting times. Picard.
Yeah,
Wake
Akron
up
was
and
flying
work,
past
man.
somebody doing target practice and got hit with a snowball and got kind of buried with the snowball.
My God. Okay, well, I was gonna see what the secret tunnel entrance was. Nope.
Do we
That's-
know how nearby the gate controls are to the stream?
Oh my God.
So the stream lets out towards the middle of town. The gate would probably be a couple minutes walk getting back towards the gate.
How far away from the gate right now? At this moment? Can I see it?
We're pretty far.
I don't know. Like I zoom out on this map, and it's like it looks far, but also looks close. It's kind of like a weird
let's
perspective
see.
thing.
I think our in
I was
my
imagining I'm
opinion,
in this very nice tree right here. This is my tree. It looks very cool.
Let's see,
tree.
this is 400 feet, so you all are about 800 feet from the gate. So, like, maybe you could see it in the distance.
I think, in my opinion, our best plan right now is me and Odrune go through the stream, start a few fires. I mean, the rest of the party doesn't know about a Karn, but a Karn could see when it starts and then signal to get the catapults ready.
I'm still trying to figure out why we're attacking.
Yeah, I mean it's blood pact.
Yours I still don't like that a blood pact is made.
Look, I made.
Huh?
What kind of pact? Oh. What'd you say?
Devil, your mic is coming in all muffled.
No, don't mind me. Just North are not liking the stuff. Don't like no blood pact.
Yeah, see, if I was not invisible, I would have warned you that blood pacts are totally a bad idea with... Okay, actually, really quick. Is she human?
You all had a chance to
Anything.
object. Athel's
Yeah,
is human, yes.
Yeah, see, obviously
Ada
that was a
did-
bad
everyone.
idea!
Ada did look around to see if anybody objected.
I couldn't reveal myself. I'm your trump card. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. The rules aren't really doing well. But everyone knows making a blood pact with a human is like making a pact with a predator. Yes, that's just never a good idea, guys. Come on.
Forgot
I'm
about
just saying
rules,
every
rules,
human,
man.
not all humans, but come on! Did you see the monstrosity standing behind this one? It was like a glowing red flag with white fur. Happens like simultaneously super proud of you and also super disappointed. It's like, why?
Anyway,
I'm
Hap's
screwed now.
invisibility wears off.
I'm in a tree
Still
anyway,
hidden up
it's
in the
fine.
tree.
I'm just like judging you. And a card. I'm judging a card real hard right now. I'm a little distracted.
Half sold up on our high horse.
I made
High
a
up
blood
in the
pact with a
tree.
non-human. I'm just saying.
Do we have any other
Alright.
plans?
Have you?
I have a lot
I
of plans.
mean, I'm assuming you've checked around some of the rest of it just to see if there's a back door.
Not that we've been able to find, no.
Are any of the outer walls, are they scalable? If you're particularly adept at climbing?
Not particularly. They're pretty flat and sheer. Not really any handholds. If you were to get a rope, sure, it'd be climbable, but the lowest points on the walls are at least 40 feet tall.
And so.
All right. Anything else that we need to discuss, or are you ready to open the door?
Guess it's now or never.
I guess.
Let me just see what spells I have prepared. I'm great.
It'd be a great day to be level 5.
All right.
A great day to be level 5.
Wouldn't it be a great day to be level 5?
Right?
Soon. So soon.
Alright.
All right.
Yeah. What time of day is this? Is it like night, afternoon, morning?
Afternoon.
Odrune is gonna kind of scooch closer to Cull just a little bit and say, look, you don't have to tell me anything, but do you think Hap might have anything up her sleeve? You don't have to tell me what, but do you think she might actually be able to help us pull this off?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay.
Cull,
kidding
it's an
me?
extremely
You have little
concerning
faith?
response.
He doesn't have little faith. He's trying to be nice.
Nice
doesn't-
by
he doesn't-
underestimating my
No,
ability?
he doesn't want to tell Odrune anything.
I said
I
you
have
didn't
no
have to tell
idea,
me
but I'm
anything. You can
protecting
say
your
yes or no.
confidence.
He has no. He knows about a Karn, but he doesn't know how much a Karn can do. And then
Okay,
there's so
good.
many other things.
A card? You don't think Whar has lots of things she can do?
Well,
We don't know where you are.
apparently you know Mage
that's one of
Hand
the
now.
things I can do, apparently.
You gaslit him into thinking you've always had Mage Hand, so he just doesn't know what you do anymore.
Yep.
You see what you
All
get
right.
for gaslighting people have.
Mm-hmm. Consequences.
I thought I was being very impressive with my gaslighting. Apparently I'm being underestimated. Karn's getting all the credit.
So,
Anyway.
Odrune and Cull, you will make your way to the stream, and we will wait for your signal. Ada and this wet blanket here will accompany us to the front lines.
Get called a wet blanket?
You have to admit, Northrun, that's a bit of what you've been the last, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Ooh.
I didn't like you before, but now, the fuck? I didn't call you names.
Anyways, let's get
Northrun,
this plan in motion.
you did call the whole clan names. You didn't speak up when I made a blood pact, so let's please help these people so that something terrible doesn't happen to me, please and thank you.
Good luck to you, my friend.
Hell's strength be with you.
Anybody have a flint I can take with me?
One just lands in your hand.
Cool.
Thanks, Hap.
I have a question, like DM question. If
Yep.
I send Story in weasel form with the people swimming in the stream, will Story drown?
You can swim on top of them.
Oh,
I
that's
never said
true.
we had to go fully underwater. We just that we had to be strong and a good swimmer.
But it would be making things easier to sneak in if we went fully underwater.
Yeah, you are aware there's at least part of it that's underwater. You're not sure how long somebody would have to hold their breath if they were a air-breathing creature.
You could make him an
Not worth the
ogre.
risk. I like her too much. I don't have time for that, unfortunately. It's a bit.
That's true.
Random question.
Yes.
If I'm invisible and I hold a rope while I'm invisible, that rope is invisible, right?
If you're
Yes.
How
like
it works.
really
If I hold one end of the rope and I throw the other end of the rope, is the rope still invisible? If I'm still touching it at the other end?
If it's not attached to anything, then yeah, it's still being worn or carried.
Okay.
But if
Is it
half
as
of
technically
it
soon
is
as you-
attached and there's
tied,
a grappling hook at the end and it's just resting on the wall?
As soon as
Technically
your
not attached?
grappling hooks it to something, then it's visible. Anyway,
Ouch, that's hard.
we are actually going to go ahead and take a quick break here. So, we'll be back in about 8 minutes. So don't go anywhere. See you in a few.
Oh shit, that's me.
Yep, that's you.
issues ever.
Alright, go, go.
Oh, we're back. Okay. Okay.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
You didn't do it. You didn't give me another
I did.
countdown. You said
3, 2, 1.
okay. I was not looking. I have other screens open.
I can't tell. I can't see where your eyes are looking.
We're so professional.
Anyway, welcome back, everybody.
Sorry.
So yeah, real quick before we dive back into everything, one of the players asked me a fun question about the lore. It's what are Valkyrie in this setting? Like, what are they compared to what's in Norse mythology? So, what you all know as a given is that Valkyrie are the entities that escort heroic spirits to the halls of the slain. So they're in charge of ferrying those souls to the afterlife. So, um, the art depicts them as winged warrior women. Um, you're not sure how literal or metaphorical that interpretation might be. But yeah, you're not sure what it means that King Senric supposedly has a Valkyrie held captive. Like, does he have like? You don't know. You don't know what that could possibly be. You have never seen a physical like winged woman go to somebody's body and like pick them up or anything like that. All right. So let's dive right
Seen a
into this,
fiery
shall
one.
we? That's true. You did have that one little moment.
I did see the fiery one.
All right. Let's follow Odrun and Cull first.
Before they leave,
Yeah.
Ada says, "Be careful," and gives Blessing of the Trickster to Odrun
Ah.
for advantage on stealth.
Ah.
Norther would like to actually whisper to Odrun, "Hey, can we not help them? Is that a possibility?"
That's not a
Well,
possibility unless you want something bad to happen to Ada. Do you like Ada? Like, not like, but like?
I guess kinda.
Okay.
What?
I mean, she does kind of help keep all of us safe, so maybe we should try keeping her safe.
What about if the blood pact ends? Can we get rid of their leader at least? She's an asshole.
After we're sure Ada is safe, and as long as we are not putting anybody else in danger, if that is what you wish to do, I will not stop.
Darn,
Okay.
I failed my perception check.
Huh?
Darn, I failed my perception check. So
Try to
nobody
see
heard that.
what we're saying.
Yep.
Oh, you're saying it right here?
Woohoo.
I'm whispering it at least.
Northruff?
Yep.
I need you to make me
All right.
while I am gone. I need you to not put the rest of the group in danger. And that means you need to play along with the war. I know you don't like them, I know you're mad at them. But for the greater good of our group, who care about you and want to be with you, I really would love it if you could prioritize them a little bit too. Can you try?
I'll keep us alive for now.
Okay. Alright. As long as the for now lasts until we're done with the remainder of the war, perfect. I'll take it.
Depends if an opportunity comes up or not.
You're gonna do it, remember where I said after Ada is out of danger? After.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. As long as we can
After,
agree to
and
this.
if an opportunity comes up.
After then. After, yes. After then.
Great.
Okay. I'm going. Be good.
Maybe.
No. No baby. Yes. Buddy, keep her in line.
Cull.
Yeah, that's probably what it sounds like in this camp with all the wolves.
Probably.
So there's actually not like a ton of wolves here. There's like
Good.
there's like two other small ones besides Athel's absolutely giant, what she's been
Monstrosity.
calling a frost wolf. Um, so, Odrun and Cull, you make your way to a glacier-fed lake. Very lovely pale blue. There's a the edges of the lake have a thin layer of ice on them, so it is very very cold up here. Um, there's a couple streams that flow out of this lake, out of this reservoir, but one looks like it goes under the tall walls of the fortress.
Okay.
Are you talking about this back one here?
Um,
There's-
yes.
Because there's this one,
Yeah,
there's that one.
Yeah, there's
up here.
the lower one. Is that one like flowing out?
Yeah, so that's where like the wastewater kind of flows out, but that's
Oh.
impenetrable.
Ah,
Oh, that's. Oh.
sure. That's usually the way
Yep.
to get in.
Does Audrey
I
have
would
a
like-
swim speed?
No,
I don't believe so.
Okay. Then
no.
whenever they enter,
I
Cole will
don't know
try to
if
help as
you
much as he
do
can.
right now either.
He I think he has 15. It's just he doesn't have 30.
Okay, yeah.
Can
Right.
Hap try to follow?
Um,
Hap would
yes,
like
you
to.
may.
So I see this like mound of rocks over here next to the trees. Is there any way I could try to scale over that to follow him towards this lake?
Sure. All three of you make stealth checks.
Oh no.
And we're not in the water yet.
You have advantage.
Not in the water yet, no.
Oh, well, that's not great. Also, that's sleight of hand.
That was
Oh,
sleight of hand.
Oh, that is sleight of hand.
I don't know if it makes a
Oh!
difference.
I mean,
I don't know if
it's,
your modifier's all that different.
it's not. It's the
Um,
exact same. They're both decks, so it doesn't really matter.
Should I use
I think
inspiration?
I'm gonna use my inspiration if I may.
Yeah, I shall as well.
You may.
You know, I don't even know if I have inspiration. I know I
You
used it
probably do.
once.
Let's say
I don't
you
know if
do.
I got it again.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's say you
I'm
do.
gonna use
Thank
my
you.
inspiration as well.
Yep. Okay.
Apparently, we are just not meant to not be seen.
Ooh.
Cull and Odrun, what's each of yours passive perception?
Mine is 10.
Is there any fog in the area?
Um,
Oh.
not
Would it look at a
particularly right
place?
now. If you created fog,
Mhm.
Interesting question. It wouldn't be entirely out of place. You could make it look.
Would it
like,
help? I mean, try to help me.
yeah, I'll allow it. I'll
Okay,
allow it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll use fog cloud then.
Okay.
So I was
Um,
trying to make sure I was like leaving the War Clan as kind of like stealthily as possible to not be like associated with the group. Hopping from trees, chase after them. I don't know how successful that was though.
Let's see. One sec. I have to figure out how to do moderator stuff.
I'm over here being like, what? Them? I'm
Did I
not
do
with
it?
them. I'm also not here at
Yes,
all.
I did it.
Which is-
Okay.
Oh no.
Thank you, Notorious.
Oh no.
All right. So, Hap, you have not been noticed by either Cull or Odrun yet.
Oh, okay.
But Cull releases a fog cloud, and is able to kind of discreetly cover your entrance. You do see a couple sentries up on the walls that probably would have caught you if you hadn't done that. So,
Oof.
so that did save you. So you get to the edge of the water. You can wade into it. You are going to be basically like punching through a thin sheet of ice as you do this.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Um.
Hey,
All
Cole.
right. So.
Have you have you noticed anything weird about Ada's new magic stuff she's been doing?
I thought that was just me.
Okay, so it
It,
does
like
seem a
the
little weird.
did she like
Ah.
did she like tell you something and then like pat you on the shoulder and then it
Yes.
was like yeah.
Yes. Yes. It's a little.
Is that is that
It's like she has
it's
cold hands and
it's
it just runs down your spine or something.
I don't very much enjoy it.
I mean, I like the effects. It seems to be like one time she healed me with it, but
Yes,
it wasn't pleasant.
well, she said she wasn't offended by something I said, but then that it happened and I don't know what to take from that. I'm not
So
sure.
you're like, you all like casually chatting as you're like wading in the water. You're like, it's like up to your necks as you're like finishing this conversation.
I mean, we
Yes,
were very
this water
stealthy,
feels
so
like Ada's magic.
Yeah.
we weren't very stealthy,
This
so we
water
couldn't
One,
reminds
tell.
me of Ada's.
Hap, do you get into the water with them?
Yeah, no, that sounds like a terrible idea. Have you ever imagined what my tail would look like post swim in this icy monstrosity? No. What I'm gonna do though is I'm like hiding amongst the boulders over here, watching them do this stupid thing. One, have a car and track them, of course. And number two, keep an eye on those sentries because I would like to use minor illusion to start making like wolf howling, scratching sounds in the opposite direction. Anytime I
Okay.
think they might need an extra help being stealthy. And then if I see an
All right. What's the
opportunity, I'm
range
gonna test
on?
out the wall.
What's the range on minor illusion?
Unfortunately, it's probably not that far. But let's see here. It is only 30 feet. So I'm just gonna be
30
like
feet.
behind a rock as I release it, like kind of like around the corner. I'm not next to them. I'm just like watching them from a distance, being like, I hope trees don't have blood, because they'd be frozen by now.
All right. Um.
Yeah, so
So
if they're
Odrin
like
and
over
Cull.
here, I'm gonna be like over here. You know what I mean? Making the sounds like
Yes.
around
Understood.
here.
Understood.
Yeah.
Um.
That
All
car's
right.
watching.
So eventually you reach the mouth of the largest stream that leads its way into the town. Um, you find that you have to get yourself under the water um, to basically like stay out of sight of the sentries that you see up on the walls, and it also looks like there are a number of buildings nearby once you're like on the other side of the wall, so you're definitely going to want to be underwater for that. So as you duck your heads under the water, um, there we go. There's my underwater music sound. There we go. Um,
Very nice.
so you can no longer communicate verbally. After swimming for uh, about a minute, you find an iron grate. I need you both to make a strength check.
All right.
Just strength or athletics?
Just strength.
Okay.
Okay. Um, if it was one of you, that would not have been enough. But with the two of you working together, um, you pull on this grate. It strains and tugs and creaks a tiny little bit, and finally you tug it free and it sinks down nearby, and you're able to get through this. Basically, enough room for like you to go through single file for you to swim through this entrance into the city. So, Now, neither of you require oxygen, correct? Because Kull is amphibious and Odrun does not require air or water or food.
We are neither alive nor dead.
Beautiful. All right, so no constitution checks needed. You are both able to get through just fine. Um, it's only about another 120 feet before you find a place where you need to break the surface.
Where we need to?
Need to?
Define need to.
Well, I mean, I don't know about like need to, but like,
Just to like get a look around.
yeah, probably like the last place before you start getting into like the middle of town and like where there are
Okay.
people walking around.
Okay. And I guess Cole.
Where about on the map can you ping about where that might be?
Yeah, so you came up right near this
Trees.
this part here.
Right near the trees. The very
Right
helpful
near the
trees.
trees. Right near the very helpful
There
trees.
are trees.
Yeah.
I like these.
Yeah,
Very
you
nice
do
trees.
see. Yeah, you do see a small grove of pines, rowan, and one silver-leafed tree in the middle of this.
Ooh.
I'll keep that in mind.
Odrin's just gonna
A
kind
card.
of poke Cull. And an ironwood.
Probably.
We'll have to tell Hap.
Hap, you're still maintaining like minor illusions, right? Like distracting with wolf noises.
Yeah, and then I kind of like I do that, and then I kind of like check in with a Karn while I can, because I have a Karn kind of like over the top of the water, like looking for him, trying to keep tabs. I also eventually,
yeah.
if there's an opportunity, get very close to the wall and test its climbability at some point, if it looks like there's an opportunity.
You notice that the walls are very, very flat, and the stones themselves are very large. Um, so it would be incredibly difficult even for you to climb them.
Okay, well, I
Come
gotta
back
get
to
it
you.
now.
So,
Yeah, I'm still just kind of.
do you think? Okay, I'm whispering, but for the sake of streaming, do you think lighting some of these trees on fire would do? I really don't like lighting trees on fire, but for the greater good,
Yeah.
They're flammable.
they are flammable.
He looks guilty.
You do also notice that a lot of the buildings are wood.
Okay, cool.
We could
You
also
need an
do that.
alternative.
So
Let's do that.
let's light some of the trees that are a little closer to a building, and then it could just spread. We'll go away from the ironwood. We'll stay away from it.
Okay. That was all I was gonna ask.
I promise I'll stay away from the ironwood. I don't even understand the problems people have with it. It's fine. Come over here, light a tree in front of this cabin. This one looks good.
Yes, I agree.
Alright. I need both of you to make stealth checks.
Do I still have advantage? How long does that last?
How long?
Ada?
Ada, do I still have
Oh,
advantage?
you do it one time. You already used it.
Shit.
Sorry.
It's a one-time thing, right?
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Alright, let's hope. Could be worse. Let's just hope they're not very perceptive.
Is my distraction helping at all?
Yeah, and with your distraction, I'll allow the Cole's advantage there to hold. So yeah.
Get like a bunch of wolf sounds over the walls. Like nearby.
Yeah, you hear. Do I have? I do have wolf howls.
Yeah, you were doing it for Buddy.
Freaky.
There we go. Yeah, so you do hear some wolf howls in the distance. You do get to um, uh, what seems to be a good spot in the grove of trees. You have not been spotted yet. I need one of you to make a nature check.
Uh-oh. What does Odrune have with nature? Okay, him too.
You were both so close to nature, and
Which
yet.
is so weird that a tree has 0 in nature.
Joanne, are you feeling lucky?
Sure, why not?
Alright, then Cole will try and help.
Alright, if
Okay.
Cole tries to help me, do I get advantage?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Okay!
Yes. There you go.
15. Okay. You're fairly confident that make like a tree and get out of there. It's make like a tree and leave. Sorry, I love the Back to the Future reference.
I love it. Oh my god, I love it.
So, as you're looking for a good spot in this grove, you get a good look at this massive ironheart tree. It looks very well cared for. It kind of dominates this grove of like much smaller trees. There, you do also see a handful of silvery star-like leaves on the ground. You also see a stone bench directly under the tree with kind of the carving of a very regal yet fierce looking man on it. But you do
Anybody
find
we
a spot.
recognize?
Family resemblance by
Like, is it
chance?
mythical or is it like maybe just an homage to somebody?
And could Cole shove some leaves in
Um,
his pocket?
I was gonna do the
it
same.
looks more like an homage. Yeah, it looks more like an homage. You do pick up a handful of leaves. So in terms of inventory, this is enough leaves to craft one ironwood weapon.
Oh.
So,
Ooh.
if you find somebody who can craft it.
Shit.
Okay.
So yeah, you're able to get those pretty easily.
I run off to find ironwood. I get chased. You guys run off to get ironwood.
Cole,
Um,
stealth mission running off.
I have one more check for you all. I need one of you two to make an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're gonna light a tree in front
That
of
is also a 0.
Samesies, bro. They sent the wrong people.
We're good at punching things. Do you want Cole to do it?
Out of
Sure.
curiosity,
I'll see if I can help you. What exactly are we doing
Okay.
Arcana for? Can I help it somehow?
That new
You can
that
help,
new that new magic inside of Odrune from the seed.
Yeah.
a question:
Okay.
Does a card who's like watching
you
them
can help.
feel any connection to this tree at all? Any
You
tree
do get a
vibes being
report from
sent
a
out?
Karn. Yeah, you do get a report from a Karn that there is an ironwood tree here. Very big, very pretty.
Okay. Feeling lucky, feeling lucky.
Are you gonna do it? Yeah.
Ooh!
Got
Big money,
advantage
big
on
money,
that.
no whammies.
Big money!
Okay. So, you have no clue, like, how you're able to tell this, but just, like, you brush up against the tree for just a moment. You're pretty sure the tree is magical somehow. Which, you're not sure if you felt that around other, like, Ironheart trees that you've encountered, or, like, maybe this is just a really big, strong one. You're not sure what precisely is magical about it.
Oh man.
Right.
But yeah, it does seem powerful. Um, But you do find a spot that seems ripe for some arson. so,
Holding up the flint.
so you're
It's
pretty confident.
Ah,
You're pretty
yes.
confident that in this spot there's high probability that it'll spread to houses. Low probability it'll spread to the ironwood tree or the ironheart tree.
Yes, a mini reenactment
Awesome.
of my trauma that I just revealed to you. Have fun.
The fish in the tree are gonna light everything on fire.
Yes. Ah, the memories. As I watched it through Karn's eyes. The flashbacks. The fire destroying homes.
Oh my god.
The pine
Somehow
that
I
you
can hear half
spark
sister
some
whining,
flint onto.
even though she's not even here.
All the burns
The
in my
flint sends
body.
sparks
Steadily.
Yeah, the flint sends sparks onto this pine tree, and you hear some sap crackle and pop.
I remember this
And,
well.
Recipes.
I know, right? Yeah. Anyway, now I'm distracted by cereal.
You said
The trees are on fire. I know I did. I was just trying to talk about sap. So, trees are on fire. Mission successful. You have not been spotted yet.
So here's the question.
We need to send a signal to them?
I think this might be the signal if it gets big enough.
Fair point. Fair point.
Unless
We try and make our way to the gate.
are we? That's the question. I don't think we ever sorted that out. If we're going to the gate, or if we're going back out, or what we're doing. We never
Can I send a
really
Karn to the gate to try to open it secretly?
I don't know.
did sort that out.
Can a Karn open it if Mage Hand can't?
I'm not telling you about this. I just want to get inside at this point. There's a giant tree and a reenactment of my trauma happening. I feel like I'm not in the right spot.
A Karn does report that there's a fire now.
Yeah. I feel it somehow. My burns are all just itching. It's like those bad joints in upcoming rain. Like, I feel like somebody just lit a tree on fire. We're next to some homes.
So you two are now next to the distraction that is meant to lure the city's forces.
I think it's
Yeah,
better
and I'm
to
planning
jump in the water and then we can
Yeah, let's
try
just get back in the water. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
We jump in
I'm
the
setting a
water.
Karn to that gate mechanism. Alright, a Karn, you gotta let me in. Let me in, a Karn.
We'll just try and go towards the gate. What could go wrong?
All right.
I'm gonna slink along
Everything,
the wall towards
but-
the gate.
Everything.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to slink to the
I'm all
like
organized.
towards the gate. I have a Karn like trying to open the door for me. You guys are in the water. Nothing can go wrong.
Where is the gate on this one, by the way? I don't. It's not very clear.
Is it this right here? Is this the gate?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Or
here.
one of the gates? I mean, I feel like this is also a gate.
Fair.
This feels also like a gate. Like I don't know which one's the gate that we're supposed to go.
yeah, y'all are headed towards this gate here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm walking around to this gate. A Karn's coming from this gate. All right, cool.
Yep.
Okay, Karn,
Okay.
let me
I
in.
know where to
Let me in,
stand.
buddy.
Let me fade out the fire as you all run away from that.
I'm technically running towards it the long way around.
Yeah, we're kind of swimming towards it too.
All right. But to be clear, you two are gonna kind of go like basically back the way you came, like through the stream, through the reservoir, and then back out to the front. Or are you
mean,
just
that
like
was
ducking
my
into the stream for a
idea.
bit?
But
You guys are gonna open the gate?
It's whatever way we can get the. I don't know if all of the squads at the gate are going to go towards the fire, and that gives us an opportunity to open it easier, or if you just go back and just rely on the catapult.
that's a wonderful question. I just don't like the idea of the two of us being against multiple squads.
That's very fair.
I just don't like the sound of that.
I was just thinking that at the very least we could kind of scope out the area, maybe, and see like how many are there after being distracted. But
But
I
then
also
what
get
would we
your
tell
point.
people?
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. I mean, we didn't really
No,
think
you're
that
good.
far ahead about
You're good.
communication.
No, we hadn't.
No.
Well,
We
they
couldn't go
noticed
back.
our attacking on your signal, and there is a very large column of smoke that is now beginning to rise over the city.
Great.
So it's very likely that.
They know.
I
Yeah.
think
Northa, do you think that's the signal?
Just like giant flame.
giant pillar or column of smoke. I would go back around. Let's go back around.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So I'm gonna say. Let's see. Are they gonna start attacking before you get caught up with them? Because I don't want you two to have to skip this battle, but I'm just thinking logistically.
Is there any checks we could make to try and be faster?
You know what? I'm gonna say this is what the battle status is at when you arrive.
Okay.
So like things may have already started, but you all haven't really been affected. You haven't had to use any major resources yet. So this is gonna kind of be what you all are coming in on. So, all right. Let me move you all to. Well, let me change the vibe first. Because you need vibes, you know?
We do.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. All right. Moving you to the front lines. There we go.
That's where we belong.
All right. Everybody place yourselves somewhere on the lower half of the map. So somewhere below, like this far.
Below that far?
Yeah.
Wait, is this the gate
and
that
actually-
we're going
Yeah,
towards?
Cullen, that's the gate. Cullen O'Drew, you're probably starting closer to the back, like towards the bottom. But just still somewhere visible. So, to kind of give you an idea of the lay of the land here, because I know there's a lot of stuff going on. So first off, the giant tokens are the things that I'm using for the stat blocks for all the little squads. So like, these are not individual little targets. Like for our purposes, those are like squads. But all the little tokens are there, so you can see where all the little people are. The wooden squares that are on the left and right side at the bottom, those are the catapults. Those are being operated by 3 war raiders each. The Baindor are the ones with the red and white shield tokens. The Whar are the ones with the wolf tokens. You have apples kind of in the middle. You have the druid kind of on the right. You have archers along the walls and foot soldiers down at the bottom. And yeah, Hap, you've pretty much been able to kind of make your way to pretty much right where you're at. So.
Out of curiosity, what are the really big ones on the Bandor side again?
The big ones are just squad tokens, so I can like track each squad as like one unit instead of like 5 separate little people. So those are just for me to track. But as far as like targeting people and individuals, you're looking at like each tiny little token, not like the big token. The big tokens don't represent anything physical on the map.
If we position ourselves near like one of these tokens that's labeled shield wall, do we get any measure of protection from that?
Let me double check. Time for squad combat, y'all.
Yay!
It's been a long time.
Archery squad. That's the wrong squad. Field wall. There, field wall. Let's see, shield card. attack. So they can do a shield push. No particular advantage.
Okay.
No, it's not like cover or anything.
Okay.
Worth checking. No, they do like shield push moves.
Cool.
So yeah, if they have like archery tokens, those are archery squads. Otherwise, those are like shield walls and like war squads and stuff. All right, so you have your two catapults, you have the walls, and you have the gate. You are also aware that it is going to take the catapults basically 3 hits to take out one of the towers. So it is also they're also hoping to yeah, they're kind of noticing that that's going to be the most effective place just because the gate is like so reinforced. So they just need to hit one tower 3 times. That being said, they are going to be able to hit people in that, so it's hopefully a very effective weapon here. So, a lot of things on the map. Please be patient with me. Everybody roll initiative.
Question. So when we're talking about
Yes.
the towers, those are the locations to either little squares to either side of the gate?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I just rolled a natural 1.
Oh no.
Okay,
What happened? I died. Do we want to do rollies?
We got a rock.
Do we want to roll off?
Oh gosh. I guess we can both roll.
Is that alright, Kate?
We're gonna do it.
You can roll a tiebreaker.
Alright. We'll roll a d4. Do you want to be 1 and 2 or 3 and 4?
Oh, I thought we were just gonna roll to see who got higher.
Nah. I was just gonna like try to flip a coin. What number are you?
2.
Alright, I will go for you. Yep. Well, Cole's first, and then me.
Perhaps first before me.
Okay, so
Oh, not Foster Lady.
Let's see. Did I get everybody?
So, just to clarify, that Fandor squad token is not actually taking up that particular space.
Correct.
walk
Any of the
behind
giant
them.
tokens are not, yeah, those are not people taking up spaces. Those are just stat blocks that I need to use to track things and track the... Squads also function differently because, like, I track the overall health of the squad, and once they get below a certain amount, they risk a morale failure where they just kind of run away and disperse. Okay. I think I got everybody on the... well, I should probably roll that separately. Sorry.
They're gonna be a hidden cougar.
Okay.
Not lion,
Nope.
excuse me.
No.
Or
No saber
tiger,
tooth
that's
this
what it was.
time. Alright. That's a war squad, speed 20 feet. Okay. So, the war squad gets to go first.
The war squad.
Let's see. 20. They all kind of go 5, 10, 15, 20, and it's fine because they're not in your space. They're just vibing there. Let's see. And they're going. Alright. So they're all kind of like converging. I'm gonna have this one go a little bit to the left. There we go. Okay, they do have spear attacks. Yay. that. I swear I know how to do things. Okay. I have this squad doing a spear volley. I swear, this is the first and last time I do see like large scale combat like this. I have other systems that I like so much better than this. Oh, whoops! They need to make a dex save. Let's do that.
Just a little squirrel, don't pay attention to me. I'm just like up against the wall right now. No.
Yeah, are you still invisible?
No, I'm not. I'm just up against the wall being like, I'm small.
You're just pulling up front.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm
I'm
just
sorry.
like-
I am using the wrong stat block. That's why. That's why I'm getting all confused.
He's like, don't notice me. I'm not here. I'm just a little squirrel person. Also, I would like to point out that the War Clan doesn't know I'm on your side. I'm currently on the Baydor side right now. They don't know I'm your ally. So if I like to point out, if any of the War Clan, hit me with a spear.
We'll make it up. Well, we'll make it apparent.
What? No. That was my backup plan.
All
Don't
the
ruin my
rituals.
backup plan.
Okay.
If I get hit by a Whar spear, their leader gets to experience the consequences of the blood pact. Just say it.
And if that happens, that's when I strike and win the day.
Yeah.
If they're not aware that you're an ally, does that break the pact?
I don't know. Weird semantics is up to the. Who determines semantics?
You said
a lot of
you and your
blood pacts,
allies, and you said that you consider half an ally.
I considered half an ally, but she wouldn't have considered half an ally because she was unaware of half its existence.
Technically,
So-
you weren't aware of their entire clan at that time either. Like, there's like people in the back you probably didn't see the whole time. Technically, you're also not seeing everybody on their side. Technically.
Really? I don't have the damage saved for any of this? I really need, just a table, where I just do all this stuff automatically. I am so sorry.
You're
This is, really boring because
okay.
it's me fighting against me.
It's fine. We're arguing about blood pact semantics right now, and the semantics is, even if they weren't aware I was an ally, technically you don't always see the allies when the blood pact is being made, because sometimes people make blood pacts in their offices, or in a tent, or next to a pile of rocks, so I still count. I was actually, and I wasn't even far away. I was closer than some of the Whar clan members, they just didn't know that yet. So, all I'm saying is, even if I'm over here, if they're like, look, enemy, and they hit me, I want to see their leader suffer. Don't you ruin this for me. I have 2 plans happening right now, and a mini plan called Go Protect the Magic Tree, but that's a different plan. Watching you guys burn this tree.
Okay, so mechanically, the only thing you see visually happen is one guy up on one of the towers dies. That's all that you visibly see. Alright, Athels, baby girl, do your thing. Okay. Fun fact, if you're adjacent to Athels, you do get certain bonuses. So, she is a pack leader. She is currently mounted on her Grimir Frostwolf. She is going to go...
I'm jealous. I'm just looking at Buddy's like, why can't I mount you yet?
Sorry, one sec. I did not have that stat block ready for whatever reason. It's just another thing.
Good.
Just trying to figure out what my play is.
There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40. There we go. Alright, as a bonus action, she's going to focus fire on this squad here that she's next to. Attacks until her next turn. Attacks against that target will deal an extra 3 damage. So yippee. For her action, she is going to do 4 Skegox attacks, which I don't have a
crazy.
button saved for. I don't have a button saved for it. Good gravy.
You should save.
Okay.
You. Wow, I just went southern. You should. You should say 4.
That's a lot.
Yep.
That is. Better not piss this lady off.
Nat 20 and hit 2 hits
Shot
and
me like
a nat
Sam
20.
Kinley.
We should make a swift escape after this is all over.
Yes.
Especially before she finds out what we did to her brother.
Before she sees Roll.
She's highly competent and a little bit scary and very attractive. That's like a triple threat.
I'm
Uh-huh.
still waiting for Vanner to transform. I did not forget that sentence.
Damage.
Like, we all heard that, right? Vanner transforms
Yes.
into something useful. Where's that lady at?
Is it Vanna or Vanna?
Right here.
Vanner, Vanna? I'm not really sure.
She said Vana.
There.
Okay,
Vanna? Miss V.
Vana, yeah.
Vana,
Yeah, she takes out 3 of those soldiers. They do succeed at their morale failure.
Nice.
But yeah, she's kicking butt. And her wolf gets to kind of keep going. It's gonna like inch forward a little bit. We're gonna do. I don't have the button saved for the wolf either. I am so sorry. All right, it does have advantage on its attack. Which is good because that was an 8. Nope, that was worse. Okay, the wolf unfortunately misses. So, finally, we are up to Cull.
Yay! Can he see Hap from here?
Yeah.
You just
Okay.
be like blending with the wall.
Hap's activities.
Just blending with the wall right now.
Does Hap see him, and could he sign, like, so Hap can see, as like a bonus action? If not, that's fine. Just like sign something to Hap.
Yeah, also you can sign. You two are like very aware of each other whenever you're in each other's presence. So something very quick, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because Hap saw, or Akarn saw the tree, but didn't know how magic it was. So I think Cole assumes Akarn's just like anywhere. So he's just gonna
present.
Yeah. So I think Cole's just gonna sign really quick to Hap. Ironheart, a lot more magical than usual. Be safe. And then he's gonna take does a longbow attack reach that far? I believe it would. But yeah, he's gonna.
Those have a pretty good reach.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna take his movement and then he's gonna attack with his longbow at the place that adds 3 to attacks. Or the ones that 3.
To the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the damage, so not to the attack.
Okay, my mistake.
No, I'll get
It's a 15.
15 misses.
Okay.
Perfect.
And
Wait. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
he'll just go ahead and use his action surge and try again.
Okay.
The dice have spoken very loudly.
Dice have spoken.
Dice have spoken. That's about it.
All right, Adrian, you're up.
I thought I was next. You said me.
You said
Oh, Pat, yeah.
one and the same.
Paul's other half is first.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Pat,
So-
go for it.
What I would like to do is, one, I need a card to find the gate mechanism. The open and close gate mechanism. I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's a giant crank that's like right around here.
Okay. Giant crank right around there. Karn needs to get it over here then. Does a Karn see the best way to use it? I guess it's here.
It looks like it takes at least 2 people to operate.
What if I broke it?
If you broke it, it might stay closed. You're,
Oh.
Yeah, you're not sure.
I am tiny, but let's see. How to get there? All right. Well, I still want to get close to the gate because I'm gonna try anyway. So I would like to, if possible, bonus action Vitality of the Ironwood. Action, use the distraction of battle to cast Silent Image to allow me to better blend into this wall. And then use 40 feet of movement to
Okay.
get closer to this gate,
Okay.
if possible.
So let's see. Can you move Silent Image with you?
Yes, I believe so. I think you can use Silent Image to like imitate walking. You can make like an image of a person, if I remember correctly. I don't think it can replicate sound. Hence the stuff that one. Let me pull it up here.
Yeah, so here's the tricky thing is you can't like create a silent image of empty air, right? Like it has to be like an object.
Yeah,
an
that's why I'm like
object, creature,
staying
or
close to
visible
the
phenomenon.
wall. I'm just
Yeah,
trying
so
to make it, blend
look like there's
wall.
extra wall,
Yeah.
like where you're at. So
I'm
just so
planning
you're
on
aware, it
staying
is going
on
to
the wall.
look like there's a bit of wall protruding where you are. And that wall is moving.
Yeah, I'm
So,
hoping everyone's very distracted.
We'll
And
see how that
then-
goes.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna move 40. There. That's where I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm just over here, like, I'm not doing anything. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Yeah. So,
Alright.
and then I just like have a car and keep lookout on any ways I can possibly get this gate open.
Okay.
The gate is wooden,
I
right?
do also.
Wooden reinforced. There you
Yeah, it's like very heavily reinforced.
Okay.
Like there's metal.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is wood, as if my little squirrel claws can, like, and it goes over the
I
gate.
do also want to warn you that the catapults are going to be targeting that area soon.
You should get out of the way.
I'm kind of in a lot of dangerous areas. The thing, if I step away from the wall, suddenly the archers are gonna be like, oh hey! So I'm just like up against the wall, like, won't notice me at all. Cole probably just saw half of it and half turned into a wall.
Hap
Alright,
just finds a way to
Adrian,
make.
Okay.
Sorry.
You were the one who stuck into a city.
spell attack.
Chill touch. Oh, I didn't mean to do that with advantage. Sorry.
That's
But
fine.
19,
The 17 hits.
or
Oh, 19.
yeah, 19.
Nice.
So, oh no, wait. Oh, never mind. I'm taking that off too. Apparently, I have bless on by accident. So you're correct. It's
No, that's fine.
17.
Yeah, 17 hits.
Just trying to stack
roll
all of
damage.
these extra things and hope you don't notice. Alright. Why do I still have rage on too? Oh my god, I apologize.
That's fine, you're
I'm
good.
prepared. So I did 8 necrotic damage to them.
Yeah. So yeah, as that necrotic energy passes through the leader of that force, the leader of that squad collapses to the ground, and that group disperses.
Fuck
So
yes!
this
Hell
group
yeah!
is gone.
Okay.
I'm just straight up deleting these because that's just easier
Pain
than
in the tush.
There.
yeah.
Alright.
I don't want to have to
Sweet.
work around them.
Dude, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so yeah. No, Durin is pretty happy that for once the magic worked the way they wanted it to. The ancestors helped. Great, that's not it. That's not it.
Okay. Alright. Ada, you're up.
Okay, so noticing that targeting the leader of each group seems to work, I'm going to target this person right here and hit them with a 2nd level magic missile.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do all 4 at them.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't ignore the 2nd. 5.
11.
It should be, yes, it should be 11.
Cool. Alright, that does take out, you said the leader in that group? Okay. The leader is gone, the rest of them are still, like, staying in formation. The other one, it was like, there was so few, it was like a morale failure thing.
There.
There is one fewer.
Action. I'm going to move up a smidge, I think. And to get behind this group. My turn.
Next, the Banedoor get to go. Horse squad, 20 feet. Just gotta move things. 20, just kind of like locking up there. And then this one is going to head towards Athel's. And they are... they're all going to do spear attacks. Okay, and this is going to be a little bit obnoxious for me because it's like they have a number of spear attacks equal to the total number of units have, and I'm like, okay, so like 2? Good gravy. Or like 3? I think they have 3 right now. Alright, so let's see. Yeah. Alright, and all these are with advantage because they're a squad. And one of those hits. Plus whatever. What do I mean plus whatever? Plus 1. Okay. So 5 damage there. We also have 2 attacks coming after Athel. So it's going to be 3, but because one person was eliminated, it's only 2. So also with advantage. Okay, both of those hit. And those are the damage is +1, so 10 damage to Athel's. She's still doing fine.
Ow.
Alright, now the Banedoor archers are gonna go. I am so sorry. This is going way slower than like I would like it to. Just so y'all know.
Honestly, I
Okay.
think it's the first battle we've had of this like magnitude, so.
Yeah, there was gonna be a whole first raid thing where we practice like slightly large scale combat that was kind of like step our way up towards something like this. But anyway.
Oh, did we skip
Yeah, I
that
just
one?
wish I could see more than
Yeah.
just watching the
I think
stream.
we that.
Yeah, remember when it's
and we
like, oh,
kinda-
there's a war settlement, like that you might have an opportunity to
yeah.
raid. It's like, and then you didn't. That's what happened.
We barreled through those ships. Oopsies.
Okay. Cool. This does not hit Ada. That's great.
Nice.
Out of range for this. Okay. Those are both failures. Do I have damage rolling automatically? No, I do not. Okay, this takes all that damage. Just playing a battle with myself.
I'm just like distracted into it's like, and then I shoot half the cute squirrel who's done nothing wrong.
I'm
just
like
waiting.
too busy doing a war with myself that it's like,
Mhm.
okay, let's
They did
check.
all move away
Morale
from me.
failure
I
on
was a bit
this.
nervous for a second somebody would turn around.
Me
but-
too.
There's a reason I'm not Eldritch blasting them right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
really.
okay, hold.
I'm like,
So it would be a bit funny.
right.
Okay, and then let's see.
What if someone like
Hexes.
Norther just randomly Eldritch Blast? That would surprise everyone.
That would. It would surprise
Those
everyone.
are both
We
failures.
still haven't answered
as
the
well.
question of Ada's like creepy hand magic.
Keep touching
Stop!
Alright.
Okay, I'll stop. It's just ridiculous.
Alright. The war have taken several casualties from that. Mostly from the archery
Oh.
squads.
So sad. I weep for them. Oh, that's
So,
terrible.
let's see. Let's see. Vana's gonna go next. Druid stack. There it is. Okay. Yeah, just to keep things, let's see. See, I could have her do spells, but I'm just so lazy right now. Like,
That's
you
okay.
know what,
I
we'll
can
do-
bear.
we'll do call light. Like, well,
Do as you wish.
yeah, no, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna do like wild shape. She's gonna wild shape into
Yeah.
a wolf.
There you go.
Nice.
Mhm.
I knew I didn't like her.
God, what if this is that guy's wife? His sister and his wife.
Oh no.
She's so fast. So fast and looking for.
She's very
Okay,
fast.
let's do. Where's the
Yeah, I love how her and her
That
wolf
one.
form is so useless for this whole mission.
Just whiffed the bite attack there.
Oof.
That's too bad. Okay, and then... Oh wait, then the archers go? Never mind, whatever. I did it a little bit out of order, that's fine. Northra, you're up.
It's fine. It's fine.
Can I lead our side's archers to aim at one of the towers like this? I don't know. So far
so
down
they're...
here.
Well, they're kind of acting independently of you, so, where do you
I'm
put
just saying,
yourself?
I want to kind of go join them and see if we could target some guys. Aim for the leaders or something, I don't know.
Sorry, real quick, where were you putting yourself on the map? Where do you want to start?
I have no clue, I can't see the map. My phone's too small.
Okay. Were you wanting to be by the catapults or kind of in between them, near the front, back, middle?
Probably, near the middle back.
Towards the back?
She don't like being in the front. She wants to avoid everything.
Alright, I got you and your wolf kind of towards the back. You are still within archery range of anything you want to hit, so if you want to hit any of, like, the squads on the ground or any of the archery squads, like, they're within firing range for you.
I'm definitely wanting to influence this team to aim for the archers, since they're probably a really big threat. So,
Yep.
other than that, attack, I guess. I don't think I'm hitting even with my modifier, because that's an 8. I don't know, I think my modifier is
misses.
+4, +5, something.
Yeah, that would still miss. Alright, anything else for your turn?
I can't see my sheet, so I have to say no.
Okay. Anything that your wolf can do?
Be ready if anyone starts to come towards our archery group here to help protect it.
Okay. Understood. Alright. At the end of the first round of combat, good gravy, am I missing things at the top of the initiative order? I'm like missing some things. Oh, you know what happened was I deleted the one that I used to roll initiative for the war, and so like it's like missing from. Okay, give me a second. Let me just drag it back to the top there. Sorry about that. Okay, it was. I was like, why is my initiative starting with apples? That is so weird. It's because I'm deleting things when they rolled initiative. Alright, before we get back to the top of the initiative, though, the first catapult strikes go off. Hap, I need you to make a dex save.
Oh lord.
Oh.
Are both catapults attacking both towers?
They're focusing on one.
They're focusing on the one I'm right next to? Of course.
Yep.
Okay, that's a 17.
Okay, that is a success. Okay, you take 4 bludgeoning damage.
That's
since
fine.
It's halved.
I need to do my vitality thing. Was a good idea.
Couple archers. Well, one archer disappears. And the other catapult launches. I need you to make one more dex save, please.
Me? Oh.
Yes. Yeah, one more, sorry.
That's a 10.
That one's a failure. Luckily I rolled low on that one, so you only take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, good
That
God.
tower does lose a another archer with that. So what you all are seeing as these catapults go off is these massive rocks go flying through the air, and then you just see them slam into the wall as rocks come crumbling over Hap's head. So it looks like one more hit is going to take out that tower. Alright, let's see. Can I make it at all interesting in the next 8 minutes for the Whar clan to do anything here? Let's try it. Why not? Let's try it. Whoops, I'm not gonna move story. That's not mine. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, you can reach. You can reach, guys. It's okay. They're already engaged. This one's gonna kind of come up. Sort of. Okay. Let's see. I'll get to attack. That was a field wall. This one gets to make one skill attack. Take it out. One big door. That's nice. And then let's see. This one gets to do two skill attacks here. Ooh, a nat 20. 118. Lovely. I can do math. No, I can't. I'm just doing this thing so that it self-updates. I can't. Nope. Don't do that. And then let's see. We have 2 more of those. Another nat 20. Amazing. Okay, that definitely triggers a morale failure. But they succeed at that with 2 Baindor left on that squad. So very few foot soldiers left. Definitely still some archers that are a problem. Athos is going to... where'd you go, Athos? I have like... Do you see what I'm dealing with here? Do you see this? Like, it's a mess.
Thank you for your
I
hard
can
work.
I can automate things, but it's still a mess.
Well, it's hard to plan all
Okay.
Mhm.
Alright, she is going to use her bonus action to order her wolf to ravage on its next attack. She's gonna do her 4 Skegox attacks.
Wait, can my wolf ravage? That sounds cool. I don't care if it works, it just sounds cool.
Hit, and miss. So 2 hits for her. So this is 15 damage against this squad, which does trigger a morale failure, which they fail at, so that squad is also gone. So the wolf has nothing to ravage, so it's kind of bummed. But she and her wolf are going to continue to advance and kind of like lead the charge. So she's gonna like stay out of like, you know, catapult range, but she's there. Alright, we have a few more minutes. Let's see if we can hurry through the rest of this round. So let's do Cull.
Yeah, he's just gonna fire on the last group of Bander that are not the archers right there.
Cool. Yes.
Oh well. That's all I got.
Alright, happier.
Okay. Is there anyone that looks like a leader up on the walls or anything like that? Out of curiosity.
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, how tall is the gate?
30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet.
Yep.
Dang. I don't have enough movement to get on top of that wall. Okay.
Well, the walls are even taller. They're like 40.
Well, I mean the gate wall. Sorry, I meant the gate. All right.
Yeah, the walls are 40. The gate itself is 30.
Okay. I would like to bonus action reactivate my Vitality of the Ironwood, and
Okay.
then action dash over that wall, or over that gate, I should say.
Okay. Since this is a man-made wall and not a tree, I do need you to make a climbing check with advantage.
Okay. What is a climbing check?
This is gonna be acrobatics.
With advantage? Okay. Come on, dice. I used up my inspiration already. Hey, look at that! You did
Alright,
it,
you're fine. You
squirrel.
succeed at what you were trying to do.
Okay. So that. Alright, so I'm gonna go over this wall. So the wall is 30, which means I only need 30 to go up because I can jump down, no problem, instead of climbing down. Just FYI. Alright.
And you do not take fall damage. So you have dropped onto the other side?
Let's see here. So that's 5, that's 10. And then a 30 to go up. That's 40. From here at 40. So I have 40 more movement. So I have 40 more movement. No. So 40 more movement. I'm gonna, like, kind of come over here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go skedaddle over and just be like, Akarn, you see anything that can help us? There's nothing on the other side, but if there's like a wagon or something, that's what I'm hoping I can duck behind.
Yeah, there's enough obstacles where you could duck behind something, sure.
Alright, I'm just gonna be over here and be like, Akarn, you find anything good? Because if I can turn my silent image, help me with the silent image I'm concentrating on, if I can, like, kinda... I don't think it's gonna help me anymore. So I think I have to drop that silent image and just hope I can duck behind when everyone's distracted. Did Akarn manage to find anything useful in terms of door mechanisms?
The vibe you're getting from Akarn is it's big freaking heavy.
Okay. Is there any sort of... So there's no leader or anything, right? No squad leader?
You saw some leaders marching out with the other squads.
Okay.
But you also see fewer squads here than you expected to see on this side of the wall.
That's true.
So,
Is there any reinforcements coming now that I am on the other side of the wall?
so what you see on the other side of the wall, and we're actually going to leave it off here, I'm sorry, we don't have time for any more turns.
I'm so sorry, I just took all this time.
But as you get to the other side of the wall, you do see that there are footprints, that there are spaces where there should have been more squads, there's room for more squads, but you hear the sound of distant voices shouting for water, and frantic footsteps milling about in a different part of town that are no longer at the gate. So,
Tree!
that is
Poor
where we are
trees.
going to leave off for the night. thank you all so much for joining us. I will keep working on making the siege combat more snappy. I will get some buttons and shortcuts and whatever I need to do to make that snappier. And I have opinions about other ways to make it more interesting too. So, anyway, we will be back next week as we are here every week, Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/KJ_Potiff. If you need to catch up on older episodes, check us out on YouTube at the same username. And follow me on TikTok if I ever actually get around to posting anything ever. We'll see. Who knows? Alright. Have an awesome rest of your week and have a lovely Friday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.